This is a true story. The reconstructions are based on an original air traffic control transcript. In 1998, off Canada's east coast, a modern passenger jet, run by one of the world's best airlines, catches fire at 33,000 feet.
Swissair 111, we are dumping fuel now, and we must land immediately.
In the final 6 minutes, communications from the cockpit cease.
It's burning already!
Then, the plane plummets into the ocean. 229 people are dead. What caused the fire is a mystery.
Many of the vessels reported to the Canadian Navy vessels standing by on scene that they were finding bodies and making repeated requests for more body bags and get the bodies that were...
Now, after one of the largest investigations in aviation history, the complete story behind the loss of Swissair Flight 111 can finally be told. It's a wake-up call for the entire airline industry to ensure that what happened aboard Swissair would never happen again. September 2nd, 1998. Swissair Flight 111 prepares to depart New York's JFK International Airport en route to Geneva, Switzerland. The aircraft is a McDonnell Douglas 11, or MD-11, a model first developed in 1986 as a highly automated, modern improvement on the antiquated DC-10. It is considered one of the most reliable large passenger jets in the skies, and Swissair pilots are among the world's best trained.
Okay, after start checklist.
Engine anti-ice? Not required. Roger, not required. Take off.
Swissair 111's pilots are Captain Urs Zimmerman and First Officer Stefan Lowe.
Swissair 111, hold short, 3-1 left.
Zimmerman encourages an easygoing atmosphere in the cockpit, but he is also known for his by-the-book precision. When not flying, he trains new pilots for Switzerland's national airline.
Flaps and slats. Flaps set 15 degrees.
Set at 15.
On board are 215 passengers, 12 crew, and the 2 pilots. Most passengers are French, American, or Swiss. Among them is 23-year-old Stephanie Shaw, on her way home to her parents in Geneva.
Stephanie was blessed in many ways. She was physically very attractive. She was an intelligent girl. The reason she went to New York was that she had been invited to become a member of the World Economic Forum, which is based in Geneva, and she wanted to have this trip before she joined. She was a darling, an absolute darling.
Swissair 111 Heavy, clear for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff.
Roger, Swissair 111.
In the spirit of safety, the Swissair pilots push the throttles forward together, ensuring that no single pilot can botch a takeoff.
Yard, V2.
Swissair Flight 111 lifts off the runway and makes her way northeast toward the open Atlantic. For the first 15 minutes after takeoff, there is no communication from Swissair 111. It is an unusual, small detail that would later baffle investigators. Atlantic air traffic is handled by a remote center in Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada. Almost half an hour after takeoff, Captain Zimmerman makes his first communication with Moncton.
Moncton Center, Swissair 111 Heavy, good evening, level 330.
Swissair 111 Heavy, Moncton Center, good evening. Reports of occasional light turbulence at all levels.
Moncton Swissair.
It is a perfectly normal beginning to a transatlantic crossing. In first class, Swissair passengers are among the first in the world to have a personalized in-flight entertainment network. Though now common, the system is an innovation in 1998. Passengers can choose their own movie, browse the internet, and gamble.
They evaluated the market and they thought that introducing a modern in-flight entertainment system combined with a gambling system so that passengers actually can use their credit card and gamble during long-range flights would make them more attractive.
This luxury would be the source of controversy to come.
Smell something?
Yeah, what is that? Go have a look, I'll take the controls.
Roger, you have control.
First Officer Lowe investigates the area near the air conditioner vent. Harmless smoke traces from air conditioning systems are common on commercial jets.
I don't see anything, Urs, and there's nothing up there now.
You hailed for me, Captain?
Stefan and I were sure we smelled smoke a few seconds ago. Can you smell anything?
I smell it too, yeah.
Could you smell it in the cabin before you came in?
No, definitely not.
They agree the air conditioner is the likely culprit.
Can't see it or smell it anymore. Air conditioning, is it?
Yeah.
Please close it, thanks.
Behind the sealed panel, the pilots cannot see that the problem is getting worse. Less than 45 seconds after smoke disappeared in the cockpit of Swissair 111, it's back. Zimmerman follows Swissair procedure. He makes plans to divert the plane for the nearest place to land.
Find the closest place to land, Stefan.
We'll need the nav charts from the library. Also weather data for the area. Boston's close.
It's not doing well at all up there.
Zimmerman radios air traffic control in Moncton, New Brunswick.
Moncton Center, Swissair 111 Heavy, good evening.
United 920 Heavy, Moncton Center.
The controller exchanges information with another aircraft before responding to Swissair.
Other aircraft calling, say again.
Swissair 111 Heavy is declaring pan. We have smoke in the cockpit. Request immediate return to a convenient place, I guess.
Boston.
Pan is an international term used to notify air traffic control of an urgent situation, one step below declaring Mayday.
You say to Boston you want to go?
I guess Boston. We need first the weather there. We are starting right turn here, Swissair 111 Heavy.
Swissair 111, roger, and...
Descent to flight level 310.
310.
310, Swissair 111 Heavy.
This is the first interview with one of the air traffic controllers in Moncton.
My name is Bill Pickerel, and on September 2nd, 1998, I was one of two Halifax terminal controllers working the evening shift. The pan in any kind of a special condition is usually dealt with as an emergency, and this in fact was dealt with that way. The aircraft was immediately given priority, and the high-level supervisor initiated a call to the Rescue Coordination Center.
Pickrell's colleague determines that Swissair 111 is just 66 nautical miles from Halifax and 300 from Boston. But pilot Zimmerman has chosen an airport he knows.
A lot of times when you're having a problem, you would rather be dealing with an issue where you're much more familiar with the airport, because that relieves a little stress on you. This is his initial problem. He's sitting there, he's looking up there, and he's trying to think, well, I got smoke here. Now, what does it mean? Let's see, where are we? Where's the closest place I can go to that I can talk to a Swissair mechanic? Boston.
Swissair 111 Center.
Swissair 111 Heavy, go ahead.
Would you prefer to go into Halifax?
First, we better put the mask on.
Stand by.
Realizing their location, Zimmerman decides Halifax is the best option.
Affirmative, Swissair 111 Heavy. We prefer Halifax from our position.
Swissair 111, roger. Proceed direct to Halifax. Descend now to flight level 290.
Level 290 to Halifax, Swissair 111 Heavy.
The controller signs off with another aircraft. His jurisdiction is high-altitude flights. As Swissair is on descent to Halifax, he hands over responsibility to terminal controller Bill Pickrell.
At that point, everything was normal. I gave the pilot an initial descent, and he requested to level off at an intermediate altitude to get the cabin in order for the landing, which I took to mean that they needed to pack away dinner trays and things like that. It was an indication to me that while his situation was unusual, that they weren't considering it as an emergency at that time.
Watch your speed, Stefan. Don't descend too fast.
Roger.
Yes, Captain. We have smoke in the cockpit here. Have the cabin crew prepare for landing. We'll be setting down in Halifax in about 20 minutes. I'm about to start the checklist here.
Yes, Captain Zimmerman.
Zimmerman has 2 checklists for smoke in the cockpit. To complete both will take 20 minutes. This is Swissair company policy. In the meantime, Lowe continues the descent into Halifax.
Stefan, I'll need you to handle the radio while I do this checklist, all right?
119.2 for the Swissair 111 Heavy.
Roger.
Swissair 111 is now at about 25,000 feet. Pickrell advises them to descend to 3,000. But First Officer Lowe says he'd rather fly at 8,000 until the passenger cabin is cleared. His decision to remain high underscores the sense of control in the cockpit.
2979.
From my point of view, it gave all initial appearances that it should be a fairly straightforward operation, that assuming that everything happened normally, the aircraft would require a minimum of handling to lead them into Halifax.
Swissair 111, you can descend to 3, level off at an intermediate altitude if you wish, just advise.
But Pickrell is concerned the plane is not coming down fast enough.
It appeared that the aircraft might have been a little bit high, and I wanted to ensure that the pilots were aware of how far they were from the airport, how many miles they had to fly, so that they could judge their own descent and make their decision about what they wanted to do. Roger. At the time, we descend to 8,000 feet, and we are clear at any time to 3,000 feet. I keep you advised.
Okay, can I vector you to set up for runway 06 at Halifax?
Roger, vector for 6 will be fine. Swissair 111 Heavy.
Swissair 111, roger, turn left heading of 030.